Hey, good morning, everyone. It's John from Hockey Cards Only. Today's Monday morning. I'm going to do a video about all the pickups we have acquired at the Nationals this weekend. So, stay tuned. All right. Let's get into it. I always go to the wrong screen. I'm sorry. Okay, so here's the hockey card bench. I don't know exactly what I'm going to start with. I picked up wax boxes, and I picked up singles, and I picked up some used complete sets. So everything I got was a pretty good deal. It's on both sides of me right now, so I don't know where to... Oh, I know where I'll start. Okay, I'm going to start with the first thing I bought, which was this. Okay, this is not hockey cards. This is for my nephews. Okay, they are like 7, 8 years old. We bought them a bunch of Pokemon cards. So, I'm not going to go through, you know, what we... Basically, I don't know much about Pokemon cards. I know enough because when they first came out, we bought some because my neighbor was younger and he bought some, and he discovered it. And we already were trading some baseball and hockey cards, but we were kind of over it at that point. But he must have still been in like 5th grade. We must have been in like 7th grade. But I think we were playing Pokemon on Game Boy. So anyways, I went and just picked up a bunch of commons, and then these 2 $5 packs. But I got a good deal for 15 bucks on all this stuff. So I haven't even looked through it. I'm assuming it's just a bunch of the unsorted. I mean, there's some glittery reflective cards. So he'll have fun with these. He trades them and they fight over them and everything like that. So that was one of the main priorities, was like, I want to get the kids some Pokemon cards, and I don't want to ship them in, you know? So this was a perfect place to grab them. So thank you, Cole H. It was like a 10-year-old kid I bought these from, which is kind of funny. So I was like, hey guys, there's like a 10-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 16-year-old at this vendor bench. And I was like, I need some Pokemon commons. And the youngest one was like, ooh, that's me. And he went and grabbed this little box out of his backpack. And I was like, perfect. I'm going to get yeah, I don't... The 7-year-old nephew of mine, he does not need $200 Charizards, you know. Actually, 200 is a joke. It's like $1,000 Charizards. So he doesn't need that stuff, but he does need more. So, okay, the next thing I will show you is some singles. Okay. Which I'll just grab the whole stack. So this is what we start with. I was obviously grabbing Pavel Bure cards, so I'm going to sort them out here. This one is... I didn't have this Topps. I haven't really looked at them exactly. I just saw dollar card bins, and I tried to grab any Pavel Bure that I didn't have. Like this Synergy card is pretty rad. And I have this one. Sorry if they're... if I don't have them centered on the screen right away. My screen here, this top one, lags like 2 seconds when I'm doing my recording. So also look through some Canucks bins and grab some of the Sundin twins and some jersey cards of some Canucks. This card I didn't have, was pretty rad. When I was picking through these, I randomly there's only like 7 to 10 actual hockey booths at the Nationals. I should rephrase that. Mostly hockey booths. They all have like everything, but the hockey booths tended to have like everybody wearing hockey jerseys around, and it was kind of crowded because that's what we were all looking for. So the guy next to me, I always talked to everybody around me when I was there specifically. He was the guy who organized cards for Patrick Kane to get autographed. So he was there, which I thought this was great. He was there looking through all the Patrick Kane stuff, trying to get stuff so when they do the autograph signings, you know, he had material. I got his card, I believe, over here. Um, but yeah, I don't even know if he worked for a company or what. But he was an interesting cat. He was cool. We grabbed another one of these early Pavel Bure Leaf cards. This was the first hockey card I ever had, this one. So I wanted to just grab another one while I was there. This was one I didn't have for the complete set, so I grabbed a vintage. Here's another Canucks jersey card. Kind of a small jersey card there. Again, sorry for the delay. I'm getting used to it still. This was an individually numbered card I thought was sweet, worth grabbing. So, there's another Marcus Naslund. I shouldn't say another, I don't think I've seen one of him in there. Here's a sweet Yzerman card, individually numbered. So, I gotta look at this camera better. I'm used to having him out here, so that's why you're getting the bottom of the card. I apologize. Justin Abdelkader. He's from Michigan, and I spoke about him on the channel before. He was a West Michigan Warrior, if I'm correct, and I had a friend, you know, he was a West Michigan Warrior at the same time. So we always watched Justin's career as a Red Wing. So that's why I picked this one up from a personal collection. One day I'll maybe get those autographed by him. That'd be awesome if he's somehow in town, or I can send him through the mail. That'd be cool. Henrik Zetterberg. So you can see I picked up Red Wings cards and Canucks cards. And like specifically maybe individually numbered. Here's a Gordie Howe. Just some cheap cards. Kind of when you're there talking to the guys, I looked at it as a courtesy just to buy a couple of his dollar cards at every single table. And then that way I had more than just a reason to be there and chit chat. Just buy some cards that you want. He goes over here in the Red Wings pile. The next ones are the Super Break Certifieds are all autographed, so that's going to be fun. Here's another Zetterberg. I just don't have a lot of Zetterberg cards, so grabbed some of them. Okay, let's get into these Super Break Certifieds. These were only $1. So, dollar autographs, I grabbed anything I thought was interesting, which, again, were Canucks cards. Who was this again? Sean Antowski. Let's look at his card here. He played for the Canucks for 2 games, and then he played for Milwaukee. Okay. I don't know if he ever played again. We'll look him up and see, but there we go. Canucks auto. Here's another one. This is, hold on, sorry about that. Ryan Walter. He played for the Canadiens for 1 season. Looks like he got traded to the Canucks here. Pretty cool. We have 1,000,000 Score 91 cards. So that was kind of rad to get some of those autographed. This is, I think, Chris King, is it? Yeah, Chris King. 1 season with the Rangers, at least at this point. And nice clean auto there. Alright, now we have an 84-85 O-Pee-Chee. Thomas Graydon. Played for the Canucks most of his career. Maybe all of his career. I do not know this player. I'll look him up a little bit more. Again, this is before my time. I started really watching hockey in maybe 91 when I was like, what, 7 years old? Something like that. So, before my time. But again, O-Pee-Chee, this card's in good shape. And I collect, you know, 84, 85 is one of my... I just like the 80s cards a lot, too, so... And then we have Kelly Miller for the Capitals. Auto. Pretty cool. And a Topps 89. Pretty cool there. Then a Mark Fortier playing for Quebec Nordiques. Again, O-Pee-Chee. Pretty cool. Looks like he had 2 seasons at this point. And then I'm going to have a hard time with this one. Afferate. Anywho. Played for the Maple Leafs. Again, a player I'm not familiar with. That's why they're in the dollar bins. But you know, dollar autos, sure, pick them up, no shipping, couldn't go wrong. There's only a few more, and I just didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to take all of them, and that's quite a few. So that guy's booth was in the very back. Here, I'll start setting some of these cards up here. He's one of these cards. It wasn't Doc's Memorabilia. Doc's Memorabilia, I bought some of these from. He had, in my video, like the white cardboard bin sorted by player and by team. The guy I bought these from kind of had like these shoebox towers, and you would pull out a team sticker, you know, all the Canucks. And he was really cool. He was one of these guys. I'm sorry. I think he could have been this guy, KSK, but I'm not sure. Excuse me. Stan's here I grabbed 3 cards from because I wanted to make sure I gave them the proper shout out, and I'll get his stuff right now. I'll put these away. This was between 2 benches. One guy, he said he went to Western Michigan, which is the college here right in Kalamazoo, Michigan here. And he was really cool. He was like, you look really familiar. And he was at Western kind of when I was around. You know, my friends went to Western. I didn't go to Western at that time. I was running a small business when I was hanging out with my friends at Western. So he felt like he knew me. And I was like, ah. So anyways, I need to get I want to give them a shout out. He was awesome. And I don't know which card was his. It might not even be them. So he was kind of in the very far back corner where the 5 or so hockey booths were. And he was kind of like right there in the middle. Anyways, shout out to you guys. You know who you are? Put it in the comments. That's me. Okay, so let's get into why I really went there, which was for these. Okay. I'm going to move that card out of the way. These were the checklist we have made in earlier videos. This is 1971. I'll move that out of the way. In 1972. So, I was like, I want to complete these sets right here. That was my #1 goal for the show. So we were able to do really good. Here is what I was able to pick up from 1971. And it's literally every single one of these that they had. And they had almost everything. I think only 2 cards were missing right now. Keep in mind, we have Ken Dryden, we have the checklist, and we have Bobby Orr, okay? Even though he wouldn't have a jersey with the bear on it. I wanted to get this jersey Orr, but then when I saw the bear, I'm like, I gotta put like Ray Bork on it, or somebody from this era. I like Ray Bork, so that might be a good one to put on here. Then 72 was there's a lot more cards I needed, and he didn't have all of them, so there might be like 10 cards we're missing here. But this is it. Okay. Was able to get both 71 and 72 from Stan's right here, Vintage Sports Cards. So, everybody, shout out to Stan's Sports Cards, because they were a lot of fun. I think they were a group of maybe 6 or 8 people. I sat down and talked to some old folk that were there, kind of keeping watch on everybody, and they were big hockey nuts. It was great. So, and then the helper, he was a lot of fun. We talked about this YouTube channel real quick about mispronouncing names, about Marcel Donnie. Marcel Dion, you know, Marcel Donnie. I'll never live that down. And I was telling him that. I was like, I was going through these cards on YouTube. First time I'd ever been through the set. And I Marcel Donnied them. And we all had a good laugh. So that was fun. Anyways, we now have these. So, again, quick shout out. Long shout out to Stan's. I'm going to actually give them a call and finish. They had this set too, 1973, which we did last episode. Okay. So in a week or so, or maybe this week, I'll open these up, and together we'll put them in the binders. So let's get these out of here. We might not ever need them again because we have all the cards. But 2. And I'll put that in the video, which ones I desperately need. This card being a 70. These out of the way. let's do this. Sorry, everybody. I need to put this 1972 in here, just so we know we have it ready. Okay. Let's keep moving. I have some other cool stuff to show you. Give me 1 second. I gotta get up. Get this out of the way. Alright, let's show you... Oh, the best deals. The best deal I got. You guys tell me if I wasted my money here. I don't think I did. I bought some junk wax. Okay? Opened junk wax. It's right here. These 6. Let me see if I can stagger them. Okay? 3 are 90, 91 Bowman, which I didn't have a lot of this. Okay, so it's like, hey, cool. They had probably 30 of these, and they were 6 of these for $10. I was like, hey, that's some bulk. I can stack on some weight. So here's what I did. I said, okay, I don't have a lot of Bowman, but I didn't want to take all their Bowman because that's kind of like a weird thing to do. So I did take a couple pro sets. I took a 90 pro set, even though I have a million of them. Took a 91 pro set, and I think the rest I did grab Bowman. So I didn't have a lot of Bowman. I did. So see that? Acquired 4 sets of Bowman and the box, right? Which they're aged, whatever. And then these, $10. Okay, $10. It was like, I think they were like $3 a piece or 6 for 10, something weird like that. They were cool. They were kind of by the autograph pavilion. Again, I was on my way out and grabbed these, and I could barely cram them in my backpack. From that same booth, they had dollar packs, so I picked up also 2 Series 2 93, 94 Upper Deck. I had a lot of this in Series 1 as a kid. They, at Big Lots, when I was like 10 years old, had old hockey cards still there from the junk wax era. Mainly this stuff, and mainly Pro Set and Parkhurst, all that stuff. So now I don't know the booth, but if you saw these Mark Messier things, I'm pretty sure their booth was the only one with these. I scooped one up, even though I'm not the biggest Mark Messier fans, but I like this case. It was pretty cool. So I was like, whatever, I might use this as a giveaway if someone's a big Mark Messier fan. Anyways, he's at least in the right jersey. So they had a lot of these. So if you were at that table where they had dollar packs, these, okay, a lot of hockey was there. They had a lot of unopened packs on the other side of the table. But by the autograph pavilion, put in the comments who they were, because I would love to give them a shout out, because they gave me such a good deal on this stuff. Okay, so let's move this out of the way. Oh man, okay. And I am back. And we are on our last pickup. Okay, the last pickup was, oh, timeout. Well, it's this stuff, the last pickups. I bought this at their booth. I forget the price. Okay, it wasn't too much, maybe 22 bucks, I think. No shipping. And this was one of their cheapest boxes. Now, I'm not going to break this box. There's not much in here. This box has the gold cards, okay, which I bought complete sets already on eBay. So I don't need to open these and hunt for the gold ones, okay? I was like on eBay, I found it, I bought it because it was a good deal. It was almost the same price as a normal set, maybe like $5 more. And I was like, wow, sweet. Because I've always wanted a complete set of the gold cards. I don't know, I figured it was almost impossible to do. And then like a week went by and I found another one on there. And I was like, oh! And I what is it, watched it, and he was like, hey man, 25% off? And I was like, I already bought one. I mean, I bought it anyways. So he gave me 25% off. I have 2 complete sets of the gold cards from 93 now. One I'll keep, and one I'll probably flip. Okay, I'll put on the website. I don't know what I'm even going to ask for it. But right now, there's another one on there. If you're watching and you really want a complete set of gold, he's not asking a lot. Go snag it before it's gone. Okay, because I'm thinking about picking it up and having 3 of them for how cheap he was. I think he was in the $29 for the complete set. There's 520 cards. So that's what? Pennies a card. Plus, now what's in here? It's not, okay, if it was 92, you'd be getting a great deal. 92, 93. That's the set I'm trying to build now. Okay, and I have like half of it. Anyways, this still has, I think, a good Gretzky that's worth $5. There's 2 Pavel Bure's in here, 2 Fedorovs, 2 of everybody, Series 1 and 2. And when they're, I'm trying to think if there's anybody other than Gretzky and Yzerman. There's 2 good Mario Lemieux in there that I think are $2 to $3. So it was a good deal. I mean, the binder is going to be, you know, this thick of them when I'm putting them in. So that'll be really fun. It's going to be a long episode. I'm going to be like, hey everyone, card number 1. Hey everyone, card number 2. For like 2 hours while we put a complete set of gold in there. Alright, now let's move on to the last of the last. This was the biggest portion of my budget. And you're like, why did you buy these? 90 Upper Deck. Yeah, Upper Deck. Series 1. Series 2. $25, no shipping. $30 no shipping, but I got them together for $50. So $5 off the high series. What is in here? Young Guns of Pavel Bure and Young Guns of Fedorov. So that's cool. There's probably 3 of them in here, maybe 4, because there's a lot of packs. The reason I got these is when I first got back into the hobby, like in October of this last year, I was excited to find this on eBay in the $30 box range. So that was one of the first things I bought, and I opened up the packs, and I was like, cool, that was fun. I haven't opened up packs in forever. You know, that's the first thing I did when I got back in the hobby was I wanted to open some packs. And I opened one of these and realized there was hardly any inserts in here. Maybe a couple holograms. There just wasn't any value in it. And I opened up 92, 93 also. And then I opened up like a box of Score. Okay, things I shouldn't have opened because there was just there's just not a lot of value in there. And they're more valuable as a box. So, because I screwed up, I replaced it, and now I actually have a complete box sealed as an investment box. And this one, I mean, even better. Pavel Bure's rookie year. I'm a huge Pavel Bure. Pavel, call him Pavel Bure. Right there. So these were the last 2 pickups of the show, and I literally carried these out by hand not to hurt the plastic, and I found the best plastic one. These guys were next to Crunk Cards, which I want to give a shout out to Crunk Cards. They're in Michigan. Okay, they have an awesome eBay account. I bought stuff from them all through my collecting on eBay. One of the places I've ordered a lot of stuff from. And I thought this was Crunk Cards, but it was the place on the other side. So I don't know their name. They could have been one of these places in the business cards. So if you guys were there for 4 days and you're watching this video, put in the comments if you know that booth that was behind Crunk Cards, okay? Because I want to give them a shout out. They're from California. Super nice to give me $5 off. That's like 10%. So 10% off the cards. No shipping. So I made out pretty good at the Nationals. I didn't blow all my money. Okay. My regrets. If I can say what I would do again. If you're going with your parents, I went with my parents, okay, and they're old, okay, they're not going to be around for 20 more years. They could be, but my dad was a big Pete Rose fan, and he was there. Pete Rose was there signing autographs. It's $70 to donate the money to his cause, which is perfectly fair, okay, to go and wait in line for, I don't know how long the line was, but I would do it again. I would have waited in line. And I would have saved the money and met Pete Rose with my dad and at least get a card signed by him to bring home as a souvenir, because Pete Rose is old. The other person I would be doing this with, which we've talked, hockey players now, Bobby Hall, my bad. Bobby Hall and Brett Hall and Chris Chelios were the 3 only hockey players there, okay, and I already have his autograph when he was Bobby Hall's autograph, which I've told you guys about, when Brett was a Red Wing. And I went to a Red Wings game, and we were near the Zamboni during the game. And that's where Bobby Hall was watching the game. His son was playing. So I handed him a Red Wings puck, not a Chicago puck. I'm at the Joe. I'm not going to find a Chicago puck. And I was younger, so I didn't really catch it. But he signed a Red Wings puck for me. So that was cool of him. So I need to go back to him and be like, hey, buddy. First, I love watching you on Legends of Hockey because you're hilarious. Okay, he is funny. Second, I gave you a Red Wings puck one day. Sorry about that. This would be the coolest story to tell. Sorry about that. So here's an actual Chicago puck to sign this time. And he might chuckle, be like, but he's really, really old. So you probably chuckle at it and, sign it. But it'd be awesome. Okay. Yeah, even though I'm not a huge Chicago fan. I mean, from Detroit. But, I mean, he's like an ultra superstar, So, my regrets are I did not do that. We didn't have the time. We would have been spending, it's like probably a 2-hour ordeal to buy the ticket. People were waiting there, sitting on the ground, Indian style, waiting to even corral in when the player got there. So, if you're interested in autographs, and meeting a superstar, pretty sweet. So my regrets are not doing that. Me and my dad could have easily split $35 and met Pete Rose or Bobby or Brett Hall. That would have been rad. Okay. The other cool thing was I don't know his name. I apologize. He's in the movie Sandlot. Curly hair. You're killing me, Smalls. He was there signing autographs, and my dad was like, man, he's maintaining the look still, and he was there. I saw him actually at his booth walking by, so that was cool, just little things like that. Was at the Nationals. So plus you had all the place like Phil's Pools and Vintage Breaks. PSA had a 1 million person line. They really didn't even have a booth. They just had like a submission line, unless I didn't see it. But watch my video. I toured it. I haven't made a video narrating everything yet, but it's pretty self-exclamatory. It was all the highlights of the show. So I made that video. It's like a 10-minute video. It's got a really cool Gordie Howe jersey, a couple jerseys in there, cards, stuff like that. So the vendor booths I went to. Okay, so anyways, thanks for watching, but subscribe to the channel. We're climbing on subscribers fast. I mean, we're almost to 100 already, and we'll be doing another giveaway. And I do a giveaway every 25 subscribers. We do a drawing. I got this little Stanley Cup here, and if you win, you get your name on the cup, and I send you free cards. Okay, so that's cool. And then at 1,000 subscribers, I'm doing a mega drawing, and we're giving away like a $500 card. It's Patrick Waugh rookie card. It is actually out to get graded right now. Okay. So it might be a year before we do that drawing. Not trying to get your hopes up that we'll have 1,000 subscribers anytime soon, but it will happen one day. Okay, it's just one subscriber at a time, and right now we're picking up about one a day, and we're reaching 100. So it's going to be a minute, but could be a year, could be less, could be more. Take it easy, everybody. I appreciate it very much. Have a great one.